What is going on, guys? Charlie here today with another RuneScape video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make over 1.5 million GP per hour. Now this method is a fairly high level requirement method. The requirements, they're really not too bad now now that Frost Dragons are so low. And yes, we are going to the Frost Dragons now. If you do not have 85 Dungeoneering, do not click away yet. All I can really say is until I make a guide on how to get 85 Dungeoneering, I would suggest you look up a guide and then get it. It should only take, you could possibly get it in a week of just no-lifing. Because, you know, once you get up to the higher levels, it really starts picking up. It really gets a lot faster. So 80 to 85 is really not long, even though it's a million EXP. But what I would suggest you bring for this video, the best melee gear you possibly can. I would advise you not to use barrows, because barrows is degradable and it does break when you die if you don't protect it. As for weapons, I suggest you bringing if you have Drygores, bring Drygores. If you only have Chaotics, I would recommend using the Chaotic Maul. If you have Super Antifires. If you do not have Super Antifires, bring a Dragonfire Shield and the best possible weapon you can, whether that be a Drygore Longsword, Chaotic Longsword, Chaotic Rapier, etc. I'm going to go ahead and skip the part where I will show you my gear setup now. So this is currently the setup that I usually use when I go to Frost Dragons. I have full Bandos because of the damage bonus. It's really good DPS. I have Tokhaar-Kal, I have a Fury, I have a Drygore Rapier and a Drygore Offhand Mace. The reason I use those two is because they are the cheapest. Now, if you can use any Drygores you want if you're using Drygores. My inventory, I have one Overload Flask, I have Super Antifire Flask, a Super Prayer, and then Prayer Renewal. I have one piece of food, I have 10 Falador Teleports, and I have Yak Scrolls and a Yak Pouch. Now, this can all be downgradable. You can downgrade all of this and you'll be fine. If you don't have a Fury, use a Glory. If you don't have a Tokhaar-Kal, use a Fire Cape or a Skillcape. If you do not have Bandos, you can use Void, but Void works very well if you have Soul Split. I don't know about using it without Soul Split. If you do not have Soul Split, just use the best gear you possibly can. Varrox works fine. Darox, Torogs. For my ring, I have a 6-stage circuit. This is free, actually. You get it from the World Wakes quest. Basically, best ring you have. If you are fairly low leveled, I would suggest using a Ring of Life, just in case you die. Boots. I'm using the Bandos Boots, obviously. I have full Bandos. So this is basically the gear setup that I usually use. Keep in mind, this can all be downgraded. If you do not have overloads, then I would suggest using a Super Zamorak Brew Flask. That is just like a buyable overload, except it's weaker. If you do not, I would definitely bring the best Antifire you can, whether it's regular or super. Prayer Renewal. Prayer Renewal Flask you're probably going to want for any level. And then Super Prayer, this can be substituted for a Super Restore Potion or a Prayer Flask, whichever one you want to bring. As for the quick prayers, which we're going to be using, I would suggest selecting your quick prayers as protect item and then the best melee boosting prayer you can. So for example, I use Turmoil, and then if you do have regular prayers, I would suggest turning on a protect prayer, whether it's melee ranged or mage, whichever one it's attacking you with at that point. For example, if you do not have Turmoil, just use a Piety. Now, once you have this, go ahead and you're going to want a Port Serum teleport. So what I would do is I would recommend bringing your ports book, so your captain's log. just for a port serum teleport really fast. So go ahead and teleport there. This is free for anyone. All you have to do is go inside of ports and do the tutorial, and then you can get this. It'll teleport you right here. Now you're gonna go ahead and go south. If you follow me like this, and then I will go over my ability bar as well. I have Slice, Punish, Havoc, Server, and Dismember as my 5 basic abilities. We use the basic abilities to bring up our adrenaline. Basically, you're gonna want to try to use a threshold ability on every frost dragon you kill. So you're gonna want to use either Assault or Destroy, or Berserker if you have enough adrenaline. You can use Super Guthix Brews. I'm pretty sure that's what they do. Their Super Guthix Brews are kind of like a viable adrenaline potion. If you do want to use adrenaline potions, I did not bring one because I forgot. I usually bring an adrenaline flask. That's just me. So you're gonna want to summon your familiar. Make sure your familiar has a Beast of Burden, not just any familiar. Bull Ant will work. It'll increase your money per hour. Let's see. You could use a War Tortoise. Anything you want, really. It all works fine. So you're gonna want to go over here to the mysterious entrance. Right over here. And then there are people here, so I am going to go ahead and hop worlds real quick. Here we go, found a world to myself. Now what you're going to want to do before you go in attacking them, drink your overload or any kind of combat boosting potion, super anti-fire, prayer renewal, and then let's go and start killing them. So the higher DPS you have, the safer you will be. When they do have this special attack where they summon this orb, and then that orb, it kind of combos you out, so it's pretty dangerous. But I do recommend turning off your prayer every kill. So kill one, turn it off, get the bones, kill one, turn it back on, kill one, turn it off, get the bones, etc. So as you can see, I turned it on for this kill, because you will save some money using turning it off between kills. So I kill it, turn it off, the bones, and then turn it back on. So etc. You're just gonna go ahead and go around just killing them like this the best you can. When the orb spawns, it is very, you might not notice it at first, the first couple times, but it gets you get aware of it. So I will try to get a clip of me avoiding the orb in a minute. So when the orb spawns, what you want to do is basically you want to run away as fast as you can, and just watch it so it can't attack you. So in this clip, I'm not using any abilities. I'm waiting actually for the orb to spawn. It should spawn any minute now. If it doesn't, I'll just... There we go. See, the orb spawns around. You want to run away like this and wait for it to go away, because if you go near it, it's going to combo you out. So just stay over here, and then when it's gone, you can go in and just kill it. So that is how to avoid the orb. It's not too dangerous if you know how to avoid it, but when you do get comboed out by it, it does a lot of damage. Like in this gear, I get hit by a couple thousand, and I have died here before, you know? It's not hard to do. It's not hard to die here, because it is a dangerous place. So basically, you're going to want to bank the bones. If you have a yak, you'll make just a ton of money per hour. I brought yak scrolls because I usually stay for 3 sips of my potions, so I would get this flask down to 3 before I leave, and I just bank the bones. So I will talk to you guys when I have a full inventory. Alright, so I just finished a trip. My entire yak is full. I used 3 doses of each of these potions, and they were about to run out. So they just ran out, so I tallied away. And that included 1 trip. That took like 10-15 minutes. At my level, I can get about 3 to 4 bones per minute. So it's actually really, really efficient. So I was able to bank some too in the time that I filled everything else up. So let's see how many I got. So I got 60 Frost Dragon Bones in, let's say, 15 minutes. And let's price check. That's 846k. Now, depending on the price of the Frost Dragon Bones, it could be more, it could be less. So I almost made a mil in like 15 minutes. That's exceptional. This is a very, very good money-making method. And I was also able to pick up a Rune Longsword, because those are good drops as well. They're about worth just as much as a Frost Dragon Bone. So this has been my money-making guide. This is going to be, I'm going to make them periodically different methods, but this is the main method that I'm going to be using for most of my money. You can stay here and make so much money right now, because there are not many bots, and at my level, and at any higher level, they're really good money. Like this, at this rate, I would get maybe 2.5 to 3 mil an hour. If I were to get 60 bones every 15 minutes or so, around there. But again, this has been my money making method. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Yeah, other than that, go ahead and leave a like, favorite this video, so feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be making more RuneScape related content, and if you want to see Minecraft related content, let me know. If you want to see tutorials, let me know. So yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.